All right. What's up, guys? How we doing today? Happy Friday. We made it. Yes. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Hope you guys are rocking out. Hope the Puka experience was good for you last night. Was a little bit not good for me. WWE super fan. Are you a WWE super fan or are you a WWF super fan? Because I'm more a WWF than a WWE. All right. What's up, guys? Sammy, Jeremy, the Artichoke, Elver, Franz, Joseph, Chalk, Wagwan. How we doing today? Puka, oh my god, Jesus. No, he doesn't, man. Are you kidding me? Oh, I thought mine was bad. What did he do? He put up like 100 points last night? Going against JSN, Puka, and McCaffrey? Oh man. Like I wouldn't say you're cooked, you know what I mean? I wouldn't it's definitely an uphill battle. And I mean, not for nothing, but we kind of knew that this was gonna happen. As much as we were trying to talk ourselves out of it, 130 points from four guys. Fuck. Like as much as we tried to talk ourselves out of it, we kind of knew it was gonna happen. We knew that our guys were gonna need to put out. Jeremy, JSN, Puka, McCaffrey. You knew your team was gonna have an uphill battle. You started the Seahawks defense? Oh my man, why'd you start the Seahawks defense? I mean, I get it, but like MVP, man. Puka was bound to have a big game and no Devon. You know what? And I was so excited to play Parkinson. You can see he got me 4 points in both leagues. I played him in both leagues. No Devontae. Like I was so excited. Mason had Puka. Nice. So that was a good experience for you. One of my teams faced Puka and K9. At least I had JSN. And it's a 2 week matchup. 2 week matchup. Interesting. I've heard a few things about that. I've never heard of that though. But a few guys are telling me they do that. I don't know if I would like that. I mean, obviously you like it if you're losing and you need to come back and win, but like if I'm winning, hopefully Puka gets suspended. Yeah, I mean, he came out on a live stream and told them that the refs suck. I mean, that's kind of conduct. Like, there's a rule that says conduct detrimental to the league. If I had to guess what that meant, that would probably be somewhere on the lines. Will Puka be the top draft pick next year? How can he not be? You know what I mean? He's especially in PPR. I don't know about the number one, but like, yeah, I actually got him in like. See, I have a keeper league, right? So we got him in two, and so we keep two players. So like somebody dropped Puka this year, so I technically got him in like the third round. And like my team, I couldn't believe it. My that team started 0-7. I was so confused at all of that. But I think at least first round, top five maybe. Because like, who are you drafting over him? You know what I mean? Maybe we'll do Christian McCaffrey, assuming he stays healthy. We'll probably do Bijan. But other than that, maybe Jameer Gibbs, right? ESPN random leagues are 2 weeks in the playoffs. That's stupid. Maybe Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, yeah. I could get behind that. But yeah, at the end of it, Casey, Worthy, Terry, or Mitchell. I would go Worthy. I think he's got the highest upside. I don't think Rashee Rice is going to play. I haven't seen confirmation that he's out, but his point projections keep going lower and lower. So, yeah, now yesterday he was projected 9 points. Now he's projected 5 points. So they haven't ruled him out yet, but and today at 2 o'clock, still not practicing. So still not practicing on Friday. I don't think he has the ability to clear the concussion protocol. I think you have to. I think you have to practice once fully. CMC always gets a red flag. I can't look past possible injury history. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And so for that reason, I might draft Puka over CMC. But that's where I see I'm excited for next year too, because like Justin Jefferson's going to be a second round pick, and he's going to be. I have a feeling he's going to be this year's Jonathan Taylor. You know what I mean? Who else? Like Malik Neighbors is probably going to be a second round pick, and he's going to do wicked. You know what I mean? And like you can, the list kind of goes on. Jamar Chase might be a lower round pick too. Darian, Drake, or Lamar. You're talking to a biased fan, Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm going Lamar all day. That being said, it should be a shootout, right? So I don't actually think you can go. I don't think you can go wrong either way. Flex Michael Carter or DJ if no T Higgins. T Higgins isn't playing, so yeah, you know what? I might just I might do T Higgins, and then I would do Michael Carter if T Higgins doesn't play because I want T Higgins. You know what I mean? Kyle C. Watson, Jay Reed, Waddle, Tony Pollard. Damn. Honestly, I might just go the two Green Bay guys and kind of hope for the best. I don't love Waddle. Waddle might be somebody good because it's in Miami. If it was in Cincinnati, I might be a little bit hesitant, but in Miami, I think he might do well. And I don't know. I don't think I want Tony Pollard. Tosborn, May, or Baker. I think Baker might have the higher upside. Mike, thank you for the follow. Pacheco or Rodriguez. I think Pacheco might be better because they're going to lean on the run game. They're going to lean on the run game against Tennessee with no Patrick Mahomes, right? So I think Pacheco might be cooked. Just faced JSN and Puka. Oh, that hurts. Fry had Puka and sat Park. That was the play, apparently. Daryl, AJ Brown, or London in the flex. I don't know how we don't play AJ Brown. Hasn't he been amazing? I mean, I get London's been good. You don't have the ability to play them both. I might do AJ Brown though. Like he's been awesome. Kyle, MHJ, Watson, Rita, Buka. Yeah, I might just go MHJ. Atlanta's defense really struggles against the against wide receivers. And yeah, Watson, Reed. I can't tell you who to pick between the same team. I don't know. Every time I pick somebody, it's wrong. You know that, Kyle. You have guys from the same team. We all know every time you pick one, the other one goes nuts. And at Buka, I don't know how we like. I just don't know how we start him with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? CV Genty will fall, and if they get an O line, he could be a steal. You know what? Genty will fall too. You're not wrong. He'll probably be a third round pick. No problem at all, my man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Burrow, Dak, or Purdy. Oh, Fry. I might just go Burrow and Purdy. I don't know, man. How do we start Dak with any sort of confidence against a very good Los Angeles defense? You know what I mean? Like he struggled last week against Minnesota. Really, the only real reason that I'm in the semifinals in this one league, because Dak had like the worst game of his season. So, yeah, I think we might do. Yeah, I'm with you. You know what I mean? No problem at all, man. I hope it works out. Sometimes that's what I mean. Sometimes we just use some common sense here. I don't know how. Like, if you need three guys, you need to pick two out of three. One guy you can almost eliminate right away. Going, I don't really have any confidence, but at the same time, right? You're telling that's the thing, right? I'm with you. I tend to lean on my guys that got me there. So, Michael Wilson or DJ Moore or Lewis. I don't know how we sit Michael Wilson. Neil, thank you for the follow. Kevin, Wagwan. Trying out our Jamaican accent. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how we're sitting Michael Wilson. Brogdon, thank you for the follow. I'm thinking about picking up viewers just to be a rebel. I guess it pissed off, what's his face? Zach Taylor? Is that his name? Marvin's back. Bears have 2 wide receivers out. Okay, so then it sounds like you already have the decision made. Why are you asking me? Good luck. I hope it works out. Michael Carter, Keenan Allen, Neal. Starting running backs to me kind of hold a little bit more weight than receivers. Even though they're playing Dallas, I might, I might still consider playing Michael Carter because at the end of it, like LA's offensive line isn't very good, and they've still got Gadsden, they've got Quentin Johnson, Lad McConkey, right? So I feel like as much as it's a good matchup, I don't feel like they're gonna be able to take full advantage of it. You know what I mean? Kevin, Dak, or Brissett. That's what I was saying. How do we start Dak with any sort of confidence? You know what I mean? Against a very good LA defense. They struggled last week against Minnesota, and this week they're in your semifinals. You know what I mean? Do you really want to hope that he figures it out? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do. I'm playing against Dak, so I'm kind of excited that guy's playing him because I don't know. Maybe he does bounce back and it's amazing, 50 points. But they looked like Dookie last week against a very good Minnesota defense, and the Chargers is just as good, if not better. So, Mike, Chase Brown, ETN, Carter, Estime. Honestly, I don't think we try and get too cute here. We go Chase Brown and ETN. I could get behind Estime over ETN because of the matchup against the Jets. my thing with ETN is they're playing a very good Denver defense, but they just Parkinson killer, me being cute. Honestly, dude, me being cute also. That's what I mean, man. Two things. You never get cute in the playoffs, and you avoid Thursday games at all costs. And I did both of them, and now, man. Yeah, I know. ETN got 3 catching touchdowns last week. So, like, I don't know if he's going to get 3 catching touchdowns again, but you can clearly tell that he's used more than just a running back, right? So, I'm not actually, I don't know how much I'm, because he's been really good. So, I don't know how, like, I don't know how confident I am in sitting him. Like, I'm pretty confident playing him. You know what I mean? But against Puka, dude, Puka. I get it. Vidal, Mason, or Etienne, Estime. Brock, I would go Estime just because he's the starting running back. The other 2 are backups. My brain can't process putting a backup running back in place of a starter. You know what I mean? Mason might do well against the Giants, but Wilson, Reed, Buka, Godwin. I think right there, Wilson, Godwin. I think those are your 2. I think they have the most upside, and was playing. I have ETN, Bucky, Williams starting, Henderson, Swift on the bench. Damn, you're benching Henderson and Swift? Damn, that's crazy. I might sit Williams. Like, that Dallas offense looked dookie last week, and he got injured. I don't know how much it's going to affect him this week. Probably not a lot because he's in a dome, right? The temperatures, you can control it. But, I don't know how we start that Dallas offense really with any sort of confidence. Probably we start CeeDee Lamb. Maybe we start George Pickens, right? But other than that, like, because that Chargers defense is really good. Like, really, really good. So, Michael Carter, Christian Watt. So, Adrian, starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight for me. So, I might just go with the starting running back. As good as Christian Watson's been, I don't know. He already said himself he's going to be playing at less than 100%. And it's in Chicago. It's going to be cold as hell. So, yeah. I don't think he's got the highest of upside. Arda, need Stu and a super flex. Young, Henderson, Tyler Shaw. Yeah, so I might just go Henderson and Shaw. I don't care for Carolina offense, and especially in the semifinals of my playoffs. Like, you'd have to have somebody really good for me to, or really bad for me to want to bench or start Bryce Young. Maybe I'd start Bryce Young over Quinn Ewers, but other than that, Charlotte, Henderson, ETN, Bucky. So that's what I was saying. I think Henderson and ETN, I think you just ride with the guys that got you there. I don't think we try and get too cute in the playoffs. ETN, yeah, Denver's defense is really good, but he got 3 passing touchdowns last week. So, like, I don't know. They're really good against the run, but if he's using the passing game, you know what I mean? And Joey, I might do Loveland over Hunter Henry. No Romo Dunze, no Luther Burden. So that's actually he's become a little bit of a favorite target of mine, and really should have. I think in hindsight I should have played Loveland over Parkinson. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out. Mario, definitely a bust. 4 points, both leagues. This one against Puka. Between London and Bucky, yeah, that's what I was saying, man. I think starting running backs hold a little bit more weight to me than wide receivers. I guess outside of Puka. I might go Bucky over London, especially in his first game back. Like, I don't know, he could come in and ball out. Mike Evans did, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Hampton, Henry, Harvey, Rico, Warren need 3. Okay, no problem at all, Charlotte. I hope it works out. So I'm not going anywhere. You know what? Just the 3 right there: Harvey, Hampton, and Henry. I'm not going anywhere. Rico, Carolina Panthers in my friggin' in the semifinals of playoffs. No, thank you. And then Jalen Warren, as high scoring as that matchup has been, I actually read something that Detroit's defense is really good against the running position in general. So, like, they limit rushing yards, but they also limit catches. So, like, it kind of needs it doesn't fare very well for Gainwell either. So Kelsey or Loveland. I might consider Kelsey, but Loveland's probably got a higher. I don't know. I think Kelsey is the answer. I do, but Loveland's got a chance because no Rome and no Luther Burden, so there's like not really too many guys to throw to in the first place. That being said, I do think that Kelsey against Tennessee is the play. That's my play, anyways. I need Taylor to go off. Yeah, dude, I got Christian McCaffrey. You know what? I got Christian McCaffrey and the kicker from San Francisco going on Monday. That'll be my week right there. If your opponent has Puka, you still got a chance to win. You know what? You're not wrong, my man. You're not wrong at all. There's a bunch of people last week that lost with Kyle Pitts in the tight end position. So, yeah, you're not wrong. It's not over till it's over. That's why they still give me a 12% chance, 13%. Damn, questions coming in fast and furious, guys. I appreciate it. I'm not going to get to them all. I talk too much. I'm not ignoring you. Send me a DM or just repost the question. Walshy, I don't know how we sit Michael Wilson, my man. Come on. If we can't decide that, we'd play both, but I can't sit Michael Wilson. Come on, man. Jose, Herbert, or Brissett. Honestly, I think Brissett might be the play. Parkinson and Myers for my kicker. Whopping 6 points. No. Not only that, but how did friggin' what's his face get 3 field goals and Myers get none? Like, stupid. Bench Stafford. Ah, man. Dan. That hurts. Not Dan. Sorry. SOS. Yeah, send an SOS. Sending out an SOS. I benched Matt Stafford in the playoffs. I think I'd rather go Stroud over Dart. I don't think that Dart is going to do very well against the Minnesota defense. They're very good defense, and I think last week Jalen Hurts got me 30 points against Las Vegas. So I think CJ Stroud can get 25. You know what I mean? God, literal God is on my channel, fellas. God is here. Wow, thank you. I come in peace. You're talking to a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm going Lamar all day. Oh, Jay Muniz, lad. I don't know what your name is. DJ Moore or Shakir. I would do DJ Moore. No Luther Burden, no Romo Dunze. I think he's got a chance to do really well. Dan, Tyrone Tracy, Judkins, Brock Bowers in the flex. Dan, imagine I told you in August that Brock Bowers wouldn't even be in your flex position come playoff time. Jack, I would go Aaron Jones over Quinshon Judkins. I like that matchup against the Giants. Dan, I think, yeah, I think Judkins might be the answer though. I don't know how we play Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence against that very good Houston defense. Geno Smith is coming back. I guess that's good. You know what I mean? Sure. And Tyrone Tracy, yeah, that Minnesota defense, man, that guy that scares me, right? So McBride had 35 against the Texans. Well, then there you go. You have your answer. 35 points for Brock Bowers. Chalk it up. Booyah. How come you're asking then? The Sickness League, Jared Goff or Jacoby Brissett. Damn. Honestly, Jacoby's been good, man. Like, for real. J Moon, SOS up there, bench Matthew Stafford. And honestly, depending on who you had, and I don't know why you would have anybody else other than Matt Stafford as your quarterback, I could get behind benching him. I tend to not do Thursday games, and that's why right there, 4 points in both of my leagues. I had Parkinson going. Stupid. I have May. Yeah. I mean, Matt Stafford's going to win the MVP, right? So I might have tried it. That's what I mean, though. Like, I might have tried to trade Drake May earlier in the season. Like, I wouldn't do that to myself. No way. I wouldn't do that to myself. Got Kittle and Pitts on the bench. I can flex Pitts instead of my running backs. Yeah, I don't know, man. See, I understand the allure to Kyle Pitts. And it's very hard to bench somebody that got 45 points. And I don't suggest bench. You know what? I mean, maybe I would play him over Hampton. This dude does not want to play Derrick Henry, eh? You know you're talking to a Baltimore Ravens fan, eh? I'm never going to tell you to sit Derrick Henry. Not a chance. That's not even in my vocabulary. That sounds way out of left field. Carter or Tracy, Vinny. I would do Carter. I don't like Tracy's matchup. Just telling you my squad. Yeah, but Derrick Henry's not going to be. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why we would consider it, though. That's my point. You're putting it out there like it's somebody you're considering. It's not. I might play him over. I might play Pitts over Hampton. See, I don't know, man. Like RJ Harvey's been really good, and even against a very tough Jacksonville defense, I can still see him putting up points. But Hampton, they like. I watched the game on Monday night, and they against who the hell were they playing? I don't know, but they took him out when they needed somebody for pass protection, and that doesn't bode well for him. Like his presence in the game, right? If they don't trust him in pass protection, then they're obviously going to go to Vidal. So I might be benching Hampton. Looks like all across the board. Jack, I'm going Aaron Jones over Hampton. Logan, I'm going Swift for my RB2. DP, Michael Wilson, DK, or DJ Moore. Damn. Vinny, I might do Wilson over Olave. Damn, we can't play both. Olave and PPR has actually been really good, but I don't know how we sit Michael Wilson. You know what I mean? Damn, DP, come back. We'll circle back around to that question. Damn, Michael Wilson, DK Metcalf, DJ Moore. They're all primed to do really well. We can't start more than one. It has to be an either or. Damn. DP, come back with that question. We'll definitely go on that one. If not, come back tomorrow. I go live every day, so we'll figure this out definitely before tomorrow's game where you need to use them. Shit, man. Duck. Tyler Shaw. Don't trust Dak. I don't trust Dak either. I might do Tyler Shaw. Against the Jets, I mean, I don't tend to get too cute in the playoffs, but Cam, Aaron Jones, or Pittman. Starting running backs, they tend to hold more weight to me than wide receivers, so I might go Aaron Jones. Both leagues I started Parkinson. Yes. Why do I get the feeling you either face Puka or have Puka? But yes, both leagues I started Parkinson. I thought I was going to be the smartest man alive. Me too. Hey-oh. Started Parkinson, faced Puka. Fuck. Wow. There's a lot going on in this chat right now. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I just talk a lot. I'm not going to get to all your questions. Send me a DM for sure. We'll get this all figured out. Have Puka and JSN? Nice. Damn. So glad I didn't fall for the Parkinson hype. You know what? Who else are they going to throw to? I was watching like the third string tight end catches and some fucking random fourth string wide receiver. So, yeah, I drank the juice because they didn't have anybody else there. And of course, Matt Stafford throws for 476 yards and doesn't friggin' 26 yards go to Parkinson. So, I mean, yeah, you dodged the hype, but it's a 476 yards. I would expect my guy had at least 50 or 70. You know what I mean? No. Get out of here with that. I don't want to hear it. Thomas, Purdy or Burrow, so mad about not starting Stafford. Yeah. Stafford's going to win the MVP, man. Like, I don't know why we didn't start him. Like, I don't know why we would have, like, Purdy, Burrow, and Stafford on your team. I would have traded somebody, man. Like, that's too many quarterbacks for me to have if I don't have a 2-quarterback league. Cam, Parkinson, that's what I was just saying. Matt Stafford threw for 476 yards and only 26 went to fucking Parkinson. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, Puka gets 220, but still 250 yards and our guy only gets 26. Like, come on, man. Like, how do you predict that? How do you predict that? Like, no. I you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm like not even mad. It sucks, but like I'm not mad. No way. And I'll get mad at people for being mad. Manuel, Bo Nix, or Jackson. Biased Baltimore Ravens fan. Will choose Lamar Jackson all day. That being said, Bo Nix I'm playing against Bo Nix, so he's probably going to get 50 points. Charlotte, Brissett, or Purdy. Damn, that's a good one, man. I think Brissett's probably going to do really. See, this is my thing. Like, I tend to lean towards the Monday games a little bit more. They hold a little bit more weight to me. That being said, I'm pretty sure Brissett's going to get like 30 points. So if you can handle having that on your bench going into Monday night, I think Purdy might be a good play, but yeah, I think you're going to have 30 points from a quarterback on your bench and hoping for the best from Brock Purdy. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. DJ Moore, Michael Wilson. Yeah, I don't know how we start or how we sit Michael Wilson. He's been really good, and I think he has a really good game also this week because MHJ's back. That being said, DJ Moore has no Luther Burden and no Romo Dunze. So, like, in theory, he's probably got the higher ceiling. Casey, I don't like making assumptions, but you, sir, are bang on the money. Yeah, I got hammered by Puka, too. Minshaw versus the Titans or Mariota versus Philly. Jacob, honestly, we watched hey, no problem at all, man. I hope it works out. I really do. I hope that helps. We watched Shedeur Sanders throw for 360 yards against Tennessee. And, I mean, if you think that Gardner Minshew is that terrible that he won't throw for 250 yards, couple touchdowns against a defense that got lit up by Shador Sanders. Like I don't think Gardner Minshew is that bad, and so for those reasons, I'm starting. Like I like Gardner Minshew. Maybe not in the semifinals of my playoffs, but I like him for Travis Kelce. I'm excited to start Xavier Worthy. You know what I mean? So you go Waller, Genty, or Carter. Honestly, starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight to me, Weston, and I'd probably go Carter over Genty in that aspect. 88 points, damn nice. Edwin, biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm choosing Lamar. Jacob, no problem at all, man. I hope it helps. I hope it works out. I'm choosing Lamar all the time. I think he's got the higher upside. That being said, like I just said, I think Brissett's going to have a good game. So Clayton, Knicks, or Burrow. I think Burrow has probably got the higher upside in Miami. Like that's the thing. Like it's in Miami, so I'm fully expecting a huge bounce back game from Joe Burrow, which is shitty because Puka over here also has Jamar Chase. Woosah, right? Woosah. But I'm fully expecting a bounce back game from Joe Burrow. If it was in Cincinnati, I might reconsider, you know what I mean, in the cold. But in the warm, no, I think he's going to ball out. Thomas, Goff, or Brissett. Damn. I might do Jared Goff at home. I think he might have the higher upside than Brissett. Does Burrow have a good game this week? If I knew the answer, I would tell you. I'm hoping. I'm expecting it. Honestly, I'm hoping not. Puka over here has Jamar Chase, so I'm hoping no, he doesn't have a good game. But if it was in Cincinnati, I would probably say no. But in Miami, in the heat, yeah, I think he's. I'm fully expecting a huge bounce back game. Manuel Wadden or Jaden Reed. Honestly, I might just go Jaden Reed. I don't know how good Waddle's going to be with the rookie. I go, yeah, I don't know how good Waddle's going to be with the rookie. He might do well. They might struggle. Cincinnati's actually been coming on the last little bit. I did play Parkinson. Hey, I played Parkinson. I suggested playing Parkinson, so of course I played Parkinson. I'm not going to do against what I suggest. If I suggest something, it's more often than not is it because I'm doing it too. So if it sucks for you guys, it sucks for me too because I practice what I preach. You know what I mean? I thought Parkinson was amazing. And Matt Stafford threw for 476 yards. Yeah, okay, he threw 220 to Puka, but 250 yards, and my man only had 26? Come on. Who saw that coming? Like, fuck off. Yeah, well, I didn't fall for the hype. Shut up. The quarterback threw 476 yards. Like, what the fuck, man? Z, it's not crazy to start Addison over Igbuka this week. Honestly, how do we start Igbuka with any sort of confidence? You know what I mean? And like Addison's at least got the Giants defense. They're dookie. Dude, Parkinson, like I didn't even think he was friggin' like I didn't even think he was on the field half the time. It was like, what the hell, man? You guys only have you're not even throwing to like the fourth string wide receiver. Friggin' backup tight end is getting catches. Like, what the hell's going on here, man? Like, I'll just pull up the stats and and that's the thing. Like, of course we weren't supposed to do it. Like, of course. He was just blocking the whole time. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 different players caught fucking passes. And nobody more than Puka caught 3 passes. But it was like Ferguson right here, third string tight end catches a touchdown pass. Like that couldn't have been to fucking Parkinson to at least give us a touchdown, 10 points, give us something. Like, yeah, no, it's like sorry, it was only 450 yards, not 470. So, but like, get out of here, man. For Booty, I'm not sitting Justin Jefferson. We're playing Jefferson over Debo, always. They always run three tight ends. No, but that's what I mean. Like they always run three tight ends. But you're telling me the guy that we start, that all of us start, that got 2 touchdowns last game, can't have 1 touchdown this game, can't have more than 2 catches? Like, are you kidding me? Like, what the hell, man? Get out of here. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, 1 game without Devontae. And so that's all we have to go off. We just have the the near we just have the near pass to go off of. You know what I mean? Also Jason Myers, right? We had friggin' the other one is kicking 4 field goals, the thicker kicker. Jason Myers can't get nothing. Like what the hell? Yeah, 1 game. That's all we have to go off of. 1 game without Devontae. Could also start a more consistent, not a one and done. Yeah. Where's the consistent tight ends in week 16 of fucking fantasy playoffs, semifinals? Where's all the consistent tight ends? You got 3 of them on the waiver wire that I could just go pick up? Where did I have home ranked? I'm at my home right now. Are you riding Hurts or should I start darts? Honestly, I'm riding Hurts. Hey JP, what's up? What's up? I'm riding Hurts. You know what I mean? Where did I have him ranked? Nowhere that above everybody else that you could pick up on the waiver wire. Like I don't understand this. I'm not like what are you talking about? How the Ravens defense look? I got Chase Brown, nigga beat. What? They're not playing Ravens defense, man. They're playing Miami, and Miami's defense made the backup running back in Carolina look like prime Barry Sanders. So I'm totally excited to start Chase Brown this week. I mean, it's the Raiders defense. Yeah, the Raiders defense is dookie. Who are we talking about though? Hurts. Oh, well, if you want to start Jackson Dart against Minnesota's defense, go right ahead, man. They start Pitts over Goddard. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I've been told that we don't chase one and dones, but we do chase one and dones. But everybody wants to start the one and done, but we sit the one and done. I don't know. I'm confused. Carter, do I think Emeka Ibuka will bounce back? I think eventually he'll bounce back. Do I want to hope that it happens in the semifinals of my playoffs? No. You know what I mean? I don't know how we can start him with any sort of confidence right now. You know what I mean? Fairway to heaven. Nice. I like that. Nice. Michael Williams or McMillan. We don't do Michael Williams. Is that 3 different people right there? I don't know who Michael Williams is. We meant Wilson. Oh, yeah, okay. I would do Wilson over McMillan. I was wondering if he was thinking Michael Carter, Javonte Williams, or Tet McMillan. JY, biased Baltimore Ravens fan here. I will choose Lamar all day, every day. I think he's got the higher ceiling. That being said, I fully expect a bounce back game from Joe Burrow this week in Miami. The only other option I have is Ferguson or Strange after Rice got injured. I know. Honestly, I might go, yeah, prime time, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I might just go Strange, though. Feel like you should always wait 2-3 games to start someone you're iffy about. Fucking tight end position, man. Why are we still harping on this? Are you kidding me? Tight end's a fucking revolving door. Everybody's got a shitty tight end, and sometimes they do well. Look at this. We're Brenton Strange or fucking Harold Fannin. Like, okay, get off the tight end position, man. Like, fuck. Who cares? Yeah, tight ends have been bad. Tight ends are bad every year. There's like 3 that you can start with confidence every week. How many people in here have I answered the question that are benching Brock Bowers or legit thinking about benching Brock Bowers? Like, get out of here, man. I'm done listening to you. I don't care. Justin, I think I'm going to play off with just Puka and Stafford. Should arrest the rest of my guys. Justin, half this chat hates you right now. Playing against Puka. Ah, yeah. So am I. Cade. Luke, I think I think Brissett's gonna get like 25, 30 points. I think he's just been Luke, Alex. I think Brissett's just been more consistent than Drake May, right? I know he had a big game against Buffalo last week, and like I totally expect a big game this week because I expect Baltimore to be able to put up points as well. So yeah, probably in some leagues have tight end flex. Why in the world would you start two? Right? Leading Carter, I still trust Philip Rivers. Honestly, I don't even know who's going to be the quarterback for Indianapolis on Monday. It could be Philip Rivers. Anthony Richardson is back to practice. Riley Leonard was taking reps, so I don't even know who is going to be there. CT Shaw Jets or T Law Broncos. Yeah, I mean, um, who the hell was it? Jordan Love last week put up 20 fantasy points against the Broncos. So like they can have puts points put up against them. I think I'm with you though. I think maybe we just do Shaw versus the Jets. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I bench Parkinson 5 minutes before the game. You know what? And I'm thinking like I was thinking about benching him too. See, that's where I get in my head sometimes. Like I have a guy playing, and then I think about benching him, but then I think that if I bench him, it's just going to do the opposite of what I want it to do. And yeah, so I tend to, you know, little devil's lettuce to try and calm my head for a little bit. And that's where like I don't know, man, guys, there's a lot going on in this chat right now. I appreciate you guys. You guys are wicked. I'm not gonna get to all the questions because I talk a lot. I'm sorry. It just is what it is, and I like to argue. Send me a DM though if you have questions that I don't get to. I'll definitely get to them tonight. Hell yeah, we'll rock it out. Me as Mark, Tet or Igbuka. Oh my god, neither. Can we say neither? Honestly, though, I just don't know how we start Igbuka with any sort of confidence. And I think that Tet has a good chance to do well against the Tampa Bay defense that's been pretty dookie lately. Think about overall defense. Seattle is better, so I went with Waddle. You know what? I was thinking, no, you're not wrong. He didn't do nothing. Yeah, I think we would do Tet too, Mark. I think that might be the way to go. That being said, Jake, we don't normally do Carolina Panthers on this channel, so we will be doing ETN over Dowdle. I had Parkinson in both my leagues too. Yes. Matthew Stafford throws for 450 yards, and our boy can't even fucking get 30 of them. We only get 26. Whereas the third string tight end catches a touchdown. Of course, we were supposed to pick the third string tight end. We don't go with the starting tight end. Of course, it was supposed to be the third string one. No Hamptons. Dude's Little Caesars. I like it. No, I would do Aaron Jones over Hampton. I'm excited for that Giants matchup. Francisco, Genti, Michael Carter, Menengai, Terry, or Hubbard. Yeah, I might just do Michael Carter and Menengai. They have a couple two receivers out, so I think that they'll lean a little bit more on the running game, and they've been pretty good when they do that. So I might do Michael Carter and Menengai. I don't know if I want to do Genti, Terry McLaurin. He's probably, you know what? Come back with that question, Francisco. I go live every day, so we'll answer that tomorrow before the game because we might be going Michael Carter, Terry. But I think at this point, we're going Michael Carter and Menengai. Dowdle, Bucher, McLaurin, the flags. I already have Mike Evans. Yeah, so see, I don't want to start Igbuka, not because you don't. Yeah, Francisco, hit that follow button. There you go. Ah, you're my man, man. I love you. Yeah, we'll definitely answer that one. We'll come back with that one. But now we know, come back with it as, are we playing Terry McLaurin, Genty, Terry McLaurin, or Menengai? Because I don't want any part of Genty, and I don't do Carolina Panthers normally. So Hubbard's not even on my list. So come back with Terry or Menengai, and I'll probably change my answer. Bucky or Chase, Joey. I'm excited for Chase. I think he's got the higher upside. Miami's defense made the backup running back in Carolina look like prime Barry Sanders. So yeah, I'm excited. I have Lamar, JSN, CMC, A-Chain, Jennings, Evans, Digg. You think I can win? I mean, you got some high upside, guys. I think you'll put up a fight. Yeah, CT. Sorry, my man. See, I don't want to start. I don't want to sit Ibuka just because you have Mike Evans. I just don't think we can start him with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean because you've had it. So like you've had him. So like you're with me in the sense that, you know, a few weeks ago this wouldn't have even been a question. Ibuka would have been starting and it would have been Dowdle or McLaurin. But now I don't know if you can start him with any sort of confidence. So for that reason and the reason that I don't care for Carolina, I would be starting McLaurin in the flex. Gonzo, Dart, or Cousins. Honestly, I don't want any part of that Minnesota defense. As much as I think that Dart might have the higher upside, I think that Cousins might be the answer, especially if Drake comes back. Oh, it's going to be wicked. Jay, thank you for the follow. Jude to Jolly, Robertson or Myers at receiver. I think we go Myers. I think Myers has just earned must start territory. You know what I mean? Gonzo, no problem at all. Hope it works out. Jay, Michael Carter, Devontae Smith. So I have Devontae Smith, and and actually I'm playing against Puka, so we're kind of hoping that Devontae Smith gets Puka numbers. That being said, Jay, you've had Devontae Smith for a while. We'll call that an experience. That's quite the experience. That being said, starting running backs kind of hold a little bit more weight to me. So I might consider him. That being said, I'm rolling with Devontae. He's my guy, so I got to. Ben, Vikings or Broncos? I think the Vikings are in a better position than the Broncos. Jorge, Lamar, or May? I'm not really sure how Drake May did last week in terms of against Josh Allen, but you're playing the same game again. And you're talking to a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm choosing Lamar all day. Brian, Prescott, or Young? Oh my God. See, I don't want any part of Dak Prescott playing Los Angeles defense. Oh my God. I think we have to start Bryce Young. That sucks. You don't have nobody else, eh? Can't start Quinn Ewers. Kevin Federline is on my channel? No way. Say what? Should I sit Waddle? And if so, Frex Rico, Keenan, Godwin, or Ibuka? Honestly, I would sit Waddle for Godwin, but I don't think we have to sit Waddle. I think the kid's going to probably be looking for him too. So, yeah, I don't know. Bilal, if London plays, should I play him or Evans? I feel like London was drafted as your guy, so I feel like we got to start our guys, right? That's my feeling. I don't know. Why don't you do the Panthers? Because they suck. They're terrible. They have a good game every once in a while. That's what I mean. Like, I don't care for Bryce Young's 488 yards. I don't care for Rico Dowdle saving teams, saving seasons in the beginning of the season, right? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, that's just me. I am a little bit biased because I don't care, so I don't think I don't ever place them high on my list, and I don't ever want anything to do with them. Sometimes for better or worse, but that's my thing. When I think about Parkinson's performance, I had him in both leagues. This league playing Puka. Just pissed me off. You know what I mean? Matt Stafford throws for 450 yards, and our guy can't even get. Our guy gets 26. Not only that, but I'm watching the third string tight end score a touchdown. Like, are you kidding me? You can't just give it to our guy, have him get 10 points. Let us get a little bit. Fuck. Oh, John Gotti's back. Watch your wallets. Hey, he's coming. Pollard or Addison. I think Addison has more upside against the Giants defense than Pollard. I don't know. That Tennessee offense. See, and that's the thing too. That's the thing too with Tennessee. I'm the same thing I think about Carolina is what I think about Tennessee. Like, their offense stinks. You know what I mean? So for real, 3 other Parkinsons came alive. Yeah, right. Like, what the hell, man? Not only that, but I was looking at it. 9 different receivers Stafford threw to, and outside of Puka, nobody got more than 3 catches. So, like, really? Like, the day that we all start Parkinson and the day that you throw over 450 yards, you can't give our man a little bit more love? Fuck, man. Like, and trust me, like, I feel stupid because I was all for it. And look, both leagues. So, like, I practice what I preach. I don't tell you guys to do something that I wouldn't do. And so I'm pissed too. And, like, it'd be different if it was a shit game like we thought it would be. And, Stafford threw for like 180 yards and it was just rainy all over. Okay, fine. We can get past that. But dude throws for 450 yards and we don't get none of it? Fucking 4 points? Jesus. Sorry, that's my rant for now. Only for now, because somebody's going to say something in a little bit. It's going to make me have another rant. Avery, Jennings, or Evans. I think Evans might have the higher upside, but I tend to lean towards the Monday games just to give me something to watch. So I would choose Jennings just for something to watch on Monday, but I think Evans might have the higher upside. 1, Tet, Wilson, JMO, start 2. So right there, Wilson, JMO, those are my 2. I just finished saying I didn't care. Why did I start Parkinson? Yeah. Hindsight's 2020. I stat Stafford thinking he would struggle. There you go. You know what I mean? So, what do you mean? Why did I start Parkinson? Matt Stafford threw for 450 yards. If you knew that Matt Stafford threw for 450 yards, you would assume that Parkinson got at least 70, 80 of those yards, 5 catches, maybe a touchdown. Get out of here. Why did I start Parkinson? He's going back on the road in Seattle against a team that struggles against tight ends, revenge game. That's why I started Parkinson. Yes, I did start him. Judkins or Hampton. I don't know, man. Like, everybody's expecting Judkins to, like, ball out against Buffalo. And excuse me. And I don't know, man. Like, I don't think I see, like, that's the thing. Like, what happened? Yeah. Oh, my panties are all up in a bunch, dude. I've been talking for a while. My panties are bunched all the way up, especially playing Puka. Yeah. Obviously it was the wrong move, but who knows, right? I thought it was a good move. I thought I was the smartest man alive. John Gotti, I think yeah, I think Hampton might be the answer against Dallas. I don't know, because I fully expect Buffalo to be able to put up points. And so, like, what happens if they're up 21-0 in the first quarter, right? Or in the first half? Cleveland's not gonna keep running the ball, you know what I mean? So Jay Crocs, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I would choose Zay Flowers every day of the week. That being said, I think DJ Moore is the answer. There's no Luther Burden and no Romo Dunze. So I think he's got a higher upside. Flores, 1, or DJ Moore. That's what I was just saying. Like, I tend to lean towards the Monday games just to give me something to watch. But I think with no Rome and no problem at all, my man. Good luck to you too. Let's go get it. I think DJ Moore has got the higher upside. No Rome and no Luther Burden, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Start Lamar or Stroud. Rashid. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I would start Lamar every day. That being said, Jalen Hurts got me 30 points against Las Vegas last week, so I think Stroud could get 25, 30, you know what I mean? So I'm choosing Lamar every day, but I think Stroud's not a bad play. Jake, Jacoby Brissett or Baker. Yeah, I might sit Brissett. I don't know. Yeah. You know what? No, I might sit Baker. Brissett's got Marvin Harrison back. He's been good with Michael Wilson. And yeah, I think I 250, 270 yards, 2-3 touchdown passes. I think for sure that's what Jacoby's going to get. Brandon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Saul, sit, Dowdle. End of story. Don't rely on a Carolina Panther for your fucking semifinals. Come on, man. Let's not do that. Brandon, Jacoby or Lamar. That's like I was saying. I think Jacoby has a definite possibility to get 25, 30 points, but I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. So if you're asking who I would do Lamar every day of the week. But Jacoby's in a good position. You know what I mean? Like Lamar's got the higher upside, I think, always. But Jacoby's not in a bad position. Who's that? Dakota, Waddle, or Smith? Yeah, I might just go Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how confident you are in the rookie in your semifinal matchup. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's all I'm thinking. Chief, Lamar, or Purdy? I think Lamar's got the higher upside than Purdy. But I think Purdy's going to do well. I actually have that same conundrum. I have Lamar or Purdy. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I do Lamar every day. But I could get behind Purdy. No problem at all, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. I really do. Hunter, Jalen Hurts, or Burrow. Yeah, you know what? I fully expect Joe Burrow to ball out this week in Miami. I think he's going to do really well. That being said, I didn't you have wait, what? What? Now we're Jalen Hurts over Burrow, but not over Jared Goff. Yeah, no shit. Thanks. Tips. If I'd have told you that the quarterback threw for 450 yards, you would have thought that your guy had a bunch more than 26. That's all I'm saying. Hunter, who we starting? I think I might just start Jalen Hurts over all of those guys. I don't know who you're asking about. You got two different quarterbacks. I fully expect Joe Burrow to ball out this week, and Jared Goff's probably got a high upside. But yeah, I'm rolling with Jalen Hurts. I think he's my guy. Do I start Worthy or Waddle? I think Worthy's got the higher upside. Yeah, no, Hunter, me too, man. Like I think you ride with your guys, you know what I mean? And I think like as much as I don't like it in this league, I'm down by 40 points, but I scored the most points in the league this year with Jalen Hurts as my quarterback, so I think we're gonna ride it. Lusu, Herbert, or Burrow. I fully expect Burrow to bounce back this week, so I think he's got the higher upside. Brisket over Purdy. No, I'd probably do Purdy over a Brisket. I don't think a Brisket can play quarterback. But Brissett, I might play over Purdy. See, my thing with Brissett and Purdy is that one plays on Monday night, and the other one, I fully expect to get like 25, 30 points. So, like, that's going to be tough to have on your bench going into Monday night when you probably need 20 points. You know what I mean? Start two, Flowers, Juwan Jennings, or Waddle. Chief, I would just start the two right there, Flowers and Juwan Jennings. I don't know, man. I don't know how much confidence I have in Waddle, and I don't know that I'm going to be starting him. I might start him because my other opponent's starting him, so it's like whatever. But I don't know, man. Like, if you have confidence in the kid to do well with him, then by all means start him. But yeah, I don't know how much confidence I have. That's my thing. Chris Pickens, Gainwell, Swift, or more. Holy Mackinac. I might just do Swift. Starting running backs tend to have a little bit more weight behind it to me, so I might just do Swift. Junior, Strange, Warren, Waller, Loveland. So I might go Loveland with no no Romo Dunze, no Chris. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. No Odunze and no Luther Burton. I think Loveland's in a good position with all the injuries to have a good game. That being said, I fully started Parkinson last night with all the injuries, expecting him to have a good game, and well, we all know how that went. Felix, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. 602 Nathan, Rogers or Dart. Yeah, I think Rogers has the higher upside in a dome of Detroit. I don't know that I love Dart this week against the Minnesota defense. I mean, we saw what they did to Dallas last week, and Dallas has been clicking on all cylinders for the majority of the season. I know they've slowed down a little bit recently, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how we start Jackson Dart with any sort of confidence over Aaron Rodgers, who like I fully expect to put up points. You know what I mean? I'm starting DK with confidence. Um, yeah, I don't know else. I don't know who else we're gonna start with confidence there. Felix, Herbert or Burrow? I might actually do Burrow over Herbert. I fully expect him to have a bounce back game in Miami this week. And so yeah, I think at the end of it, Herbert's offensive line is still hurting, and they don't really have a lot going on for them. So yeah, I think Burrow's got the higher upside. Sorry, guys. 602 Nathan. I am not sitting Justin Jefferson. We don't do that on this channel. So if you're expecting an answer, something that all the experts told me to start Brissett instead of Stafford, not you, the sarcastic one. I hope you're not being sarcastic because I actually did. I might have considered sitting Brissett for Stafford, but Stafford's going to win the MVP, man. I don't know how you sit an MVP candidate. You know what I mean? Like, and then there you go, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. And my man can't even get none of it. Like, fuck. Had JSN and Parkinson. They had Puka and Myers. Oh, man. At least he had JSN. That's not bad. You have a 28% chance to win? Damn. Matt, I'm flexing Justin Jefferson. Stafford was outside the top 12? Really? No. I actually didn't know that. I didn't look at that. Oh, damn. Really? The MVP? The guy that's going to win MVP is not even startable in 12-team leagues, is what they're saying? Because outside the top 12 in a 12-team league, he wouldn't even be starting on your team. Damn, that's crazy, man. How? Experts, right? Yeah, no, I guess I get it, but no, I wouldn't have started. I would have considered starting Brissett over Stafford, but Brissett was top 7. Damn. You know what? Honestly, like I full yeah. I fully expect Brissett to have a good game though. Atlanta struggles against the cornerback position. Or sorry, against the wide receiver position. And with Michael Wilson and MHJ back, and then Trey McBride in the middle, I kind of expect him to have a good game. I don't know about top 7, but I think he's not going to make you that mad about sitting Matt Stafford. As I can probably tell right now, you're pretty mad, and I would be too. Flex Hampton or Travis Etienne, Stever. I might flex Etienne. No problem at all, man. Like I'm trying to calm you down, I'm trying to pull you back off the cliff right now. I can tell that. Don't whip your phone off the balcony. It's not worth it. But yeah, no, I think I might. Yeah, I fully expect Brissett to do well. I think 20, 25 points, maybe 30 points. I think he can get that. Won't be Matt Stafford numbers, but I think it'll be good enough to help you out. DWC championship, Stroud or Prescott. Honestly, in your championship, honestly, why the hell do you have championship week this week? Championship week's next week. Come on, man. You guys had Christian McCaffrey on a bye week in your playoffs? Oh, I'd lose my mind, man. Like, for real. I have Christian McCaffrey. And if I had to play a playoff game without him because you guys did bye weeks, I'd lose my freaking mind. Oh, no. I'd probably leave the league. I would leave the league. Anyways, sorry. I don't know how we start Prescott with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? And last week, Jalen Hurts got me 30 points against Las Vegas. So I could see CJ Stroud somewhere around there, 25, 30 points. You know what I mean? Nick, Buka, BTJ, Waddle. Oh my God, Nick, none? Neither? I think we might just go Waddle. I don't really know how we start Egbuka with any sort of confidence. And BTJ, I fully expect to live on Certain Island this week. So, yeah, I think Waddle might be your best bet. Felix, Judkins, Reed, Smith, Harrison Jr. I'm in the deep end. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Trust me, Puka, Parkinson. Yeah, I get it. Reed and Troy Franklin, yeah. Over. Actually, you know what? Like, I might not do, or I might consider Troy Franklin because Jacksonville's defense is number 1 ranked against the run, but they're number 20 against the pass. And so I think that Bo Nix, and actually yesterday it was mentioned that I'm a believer in Bo Nix, so I may be a Bo lever. Huh? My opponent has Puka, Cat, Stafford, and Kyron. Oh man, F off for real. So I think that Bo Nix is actually a lot better than I was giving him credit for. Bo leave, hey, I like it. Yes. And him and Franklin go back to college together, right? At Oregon, I believe it was. And so yeah, I might consider him, right? Because let's get real. Those other three, hey, sausage. You know what I mean? So, you know what, Nick? Hit that follow button. Come back. We go live every day, so we'll come back to that question. Hell yeah. Assuming Jacobs is out, E. Wilson or Michael Wilson. Damn, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So Nick, I haven't heard anything that tells me that Jacobs is out. Man, I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, you know what I mean. Sometimes we change our thoughts later in the week. Sometimes we just need to sleep on it, have a different perspective. Come back, definitely, and we'll rock that question out. Hell yeah. Can't tell you that I'm going to make the best decision because I chose to start Parkinson in both my leagues. So, but I just do what I can with the information provided, right? So, sorry, Nick. I haven't heard anything that says to me that Jacobs is out. Even still, I might consider playing Michael Wilson. I don't know how you bench him, right? Like at this point, he's just been too good. And I think he's going to do well because MHJ is back. He doesn't have to be the number 1 anymore, even though he did do really well as the number 1, right? So, Sam, May, or Knicks, that's what we were just talking about. Some would say I Bo leave. Some would call me a Bo lever. So you told everyone all week not to touch Parkinson. Well, there you go. Aren't you the smartest man alive? What if I told you that Matt Stafford had 450 yards? Would you still have told me not to touch Parkinson? Get out of here with that. Nobody wants to hear you. Lost Chargers. Derek, MHJ, or Mike Evans. I think MHJ might have the higher upside. That Carolina defense is kind of decent, you know what I mean? And so I might I think Jacoby Brissett's playing really well. Atlanta doesn't do well covering wide receivers. So, yeah, I might do MHJ. One, MHJ or DJ, it's for me. DJ might be the better option because there's no Romo Dunze and no Luther Burden. So in theory, I think DJ has the higher upside, but I do fully expect MHJ to have a good game. See, for me, I don't think it was an Arizona Cardinal problem. I think it was a Kyler Murray problem. And I don't think that Kyler Murray is that good of a quarterback. And Jacoby Brissett is more than fine. You know what I mean? And has been really good for the majority of the time that he's had. I mean, he's like the one, I think his worst game I saw, he had 300 yards and no touchdowns. So that's why it was his worst game. But 300 yards, that'll play. You know what I mean? So one, I think DJ Moore might be the answer, but I think MHJ is gonna do pretty good too. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Nate, we don't do Carolina Panthers on this channel. I don't care for them, so I'm doing RJ Harvey. I think he's been good. Yeah, Jacksonville's the best run defense in the league, but my other option is the backup running back from Carolina Panthers. Sutton, Ladd, Watson got a bench one. Honestly, I might just bench Watson. He's come out and said that he's not playing at 100%. It's going to be in Chicago where it's going to be really cold. So, yeah, if Woody is out, do I play Chubb over JT, Bijan, or Henry? No. I wouldn't. Rick, I wouldn't. Is Woody out? Actually, I don't think that matters. But if I can pick up Nick Chubb, I'm going to go for it. Shane. Yeah, no problem, man. Don't start overthinking it now in the semifinals. Nah, get out of your head, man. Get out of your head for real. Oh, did DeMarcado gonna be the fucking? Oh no, never mind. Shane, sit Stafford. Oh, and you started Puka. Oh, if I was starting Puka and I had Stafford, I would have gone with Stafford. That doesn't make sense to me, really. But that being said, to ease your pain a little bit, I already had this. And we are fully expecting Jacoby Brissett to have a good game. I think he's 25, 30 points easy. I don't think he's going to make you miss Matt Stafford too much. That being said, he's the MVP, man. Like, how do you sit the MVP? Not out yet, but I'm against him. So hoping Woody is out. You're not allowed to hope for injuries, but I love it. I wouldn't start him, but I would definitely go and pick up Nick Chubb right now if you can, especially since you're playing against Woody Marks. Yeah, if you can, definitely. H. Jefferson all day. I'm not sitting Justin Jefferson. We don't sit Justin Jefferson on this channel. Lots of people don't like it. But that's what I do. Victor, Carter, or Estime. Oh, man. I kind of trust that Arizona offense a little bit more, but I think Estime is probably the answer. Grab Chubb today. Bum, 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 bum. Love it. H. Jefferson over Mike Evans all day. That sounded wrong. Oh, you did. Ah, did you? Was it hard? Was it hard grabbing Chubb today? Love it. Elijah, London, or Evans? I think we go Evans. I don't know. Do we start London coming back after how many weeks off in his first game? I don't know. Maybe. I think we might do Evans. Dad bod, Herbert or McCarthy? McCarthy's looked good the last couple weeks, and he's playing against the Giants defense that's pretty dookie, right? So I could get behind McCarthy. Guys, questions are pouring in fast and furious. I appreciate you. I'm not going to get to them all, but I talk a lot, so I'm sorry. But if you need an answer, definitely send me a DM. We'll get it covered. I'll reach out to you definitely. Ajax, Judkins, or Harvey, full PBR. In full PBR, I might consider Harvey. I don't know, man. Like a lot of people are expecting Judkins to do really well because Henderson lit the door off of Buffalo last week. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so like Cleveland's not that good of a team. You know what I mean? And like if Buffalo starts putting up points like I fully expect them to do, I don't think Judkins is gonna really have much worth. So Dash, rather start Xavier Worthy or RJ Harvey. I would rather start Xavier Worthy without Rashee Rice. Lebowski, Pacheco, or Mason. I would do Pacheco. Tennessee's defense is dookie. Jack, Schultz, McConkey, or Diggs. Damn, that's a fucking good one. I might lean towards Diggs just because he's in the Sunday night game. I tend to lean towards the Sunday night, Monday night games, you know what I mean? Just to give me something to watch. That being said, I could get behind McConkey. Have JSN. Yes. Nice. Zeus, T-Lar, Herbert. Y'all hopping on the Tyler Shaw train. I mean, against the Jets, you could potentially do worse, right? Sorry, I had one up here. Zeus, T-Lar, Herbert. Yeah, I kind of expect that Denver game to be a high scoring one. What was it last week? Jordan Love put up like 20 points, right? So I don't think T Law is going to be as like. I think he's going to be serviceable to an extent. You know what I mean? And like Herbert's offensive line is dookie, man. Like dookie. So that's a good question, actually. Brian, biased Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm choosing Lamar all the time. Billy choosing Lamar all day, baby. In a bind for sure, man. No, I hear you 100%. No, I like both of those. Yeah. Zeus, come back. Hit that follow button. We go live every day. So come back tomorrow. We'll too and we'll tackle that one again for sure. We'll sleep on it. Why did Parkinson only get 4 points? Yeah, no kidding, man. And not only that, but Matthew Stafford threw for 450 yards. Like, if I had told you Matthew Stafford threw for 450 yards, would you think that Parkinson only got 4 points? You know what I mean? Ajax, Harvey, or ETN, full PBR. I would probably go ETN in full PBR. I think he got 3 touchdown passes last week, right? Or catches, right? So I don't know if he does the same this week, but I think I like him. Start Manangai or Adane. Need this, bro. About to lose my league. Nah. Were you playing Puka and or Matt Stafford and or Kyron? I mean, I think Manangai is probably the answer over Adane Mitchell. Should I play Pitts and Schultz? Marco, thank you for the follow. Bro, I have Puka. Nice. I don't know about playing Pitts and Schultz. Like I like Schultz, right? But Las Vegas, as dookie as their defense has been, they've actually been really good against the tight end position. So I think, yeah, I think that Schultz might be a little bit worse than Pitts this week. That being said, if London comes back, I don't know how good Pitts will be. User Pitts or Goddard. I might do Goddard just because I know what I'm getting. If London plays, I don't know what I'm getting out of Pitts. And if London doesn't play, then yeah, maybe Pitts is going to be huge again. But Goddard plays on Saturday, right? So I might just go with the points where I can get him. Water Warrior, Schultz or Waller. I mean, Waller's playing the worst defense against tight ends in the league, right? And Schultz, Las Vegas defense is actually pretty good against the tight end position. So Daniel, Olave, Vaughn, or Marv Jr. if healthy. Honestly, I might just go Olave, especially in full PPR. I think he's been pretty good, and that Jets defense is dookie. So lost in the first round. It was a 12-2. I hate fantasy football. $600 league. Leo, I know where you're coming from, man. 100%. I've been there, done that, finished first, killed the league, lost out. Actually, last year I was like that too, 12-2. I was like 11-3 or something like that in first place. And the 8th place guy I had lost to both times in the regular season. So I was super excited to play him in the first round of playoffs. I was like, just bring it. You know what I mean? As The Rock says, just bring it. I was so excited. And he beat me in the first round of the playoffs, too. He beat me 3 times that year. I was like, what? I hate fantasy football, too, my man. Which is also why we love it. They'll be back. They always come back. I'm actually thinking about starting a league next year. There's a couple guys on here that I've been talking about a league. So Leo, if you're interested, I don't know, we might be starting a league. Hit that follow button, come back. We go live every day, so we'll rock it out. You can come here. This is a safe space. Hell yeah. This is a safe space. We can vent where we want or however we want. Just know that I do like I do like to argue back. So if you say something that I disagree with, I might argue back, and we might have a little bit of a tussle on our hands, and I love it. But yeah, like I just don't do like stupidity, like coming on here like, oh, I knew I should have benched Parkinson, or I told you to bench Parkinson. Dude, the quarterback had 450 yards. Get out of here. Puka dropped 55 for me, but I'm front versus Stafford. Raz, nice. How did you get 55? That's crazy. Full PPR, you got 46. What the hell do you guys count? Um, you know what? I'd rather be Puka 55 versus Stafford than Stafford versus Puka 55. 200-yard bonus. Oh, okay. We have a 100-yard bonus. There's 100 and then 125 yards for my one league. I hate it. I'd rather just PPR. Actually, a 200-yard bonus isn't bad. Damn, that would suck. That would suck, man. The dude puts up 200 yards on you, so you already got to deal with 200 yards against you, and he gets a bonus for being 200. Talk about kicking me while I'm down. Caden, Wilson, or Flowers. MHJ is going to play this week, so you're what? You're going to bench Wilson because MHJ is playing? Sounds like you've already got it in your head. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so all day I'm behind. I can get behind Flowers. You don't got to convince me. But I don't know how we sit Michael Wilson. Can we not start in both? Vito, what's up? What's up? This is a safe space for everybody that got Puka last night. Started Parkinson. What gave it away? Nah, T-Law or Love. Honestly, I might go Love over Lawrence. I expect that Denver game to be a pretty high scoring game. I both expect them to put up points, Lawrence and Bo Nix. But I think Love against Chicago. He did really well last time they played Chicago. So I think I'd go Love. Can't believe I started him as well. Honestly, dude, you say that now, and hindsight is always 2020. But what if I told you before the game that Matt Stafford is going to throw for 450 yards? You would have probably been all over starting Parkinson, right? So 9 different receivers outside of Puka. Nobody made more than 3 catches. The third string tight end scored a touchdown. Of course, right? So don't do that to yourself, man. I'm not doing it to myself, and as you can tell, I've had to deal with this a lot today already. So I'm fully got it all. I fully got it all. I got it all packed and ready to go. You're ready for college football playoff tonight? Yeah! Booyah! Love it! Who's the pick? Let's put some money lines down. Let's make some money. Vinny's got the pick. He knows the script. He's gonna tell us who's gonna win tonight. If only we knew. Double whammy as I sat Stafford for Lamar. Oh man, that sucks. Dude, Stafford's gonna win the MVP. You are talking to a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I like that move. I don't think it was a good move, but I like that move. Man, Stafford's gonna win the MVP. That's ballsy. But that being said, I would have done the same thing. I'm with you, man. For the most part, I tend to avoid Thursday games. I thought I was smart playing friggin' Parkinson in 2 different leagues, but at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? My opponent has Puka and has Amon Ra. Ooh, damn, that sucked. Dude, this guy's got Puka and who the fuck is it? Jamar Chase. So I'm with you, man, 100%. I don't like Thursday. Hey, man, I'm with you 100%. I hate Thursday games too, and I understand it. Hope we win because Bam is my team, but I feel like Oklahoma will whoop us. Oklahoma's a good team this year, man. I didn't realize how good they are. Like, damn, for real, for real. Yeah, man, I'm with you, dude. I tend to avoid the Thursday games when I can too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was excited. I was excited for this game, and I thought that it was going to go a lot different than it did. Diego, thank you for the follow. Carter or Tyrone? I would do Carter. I don't want Tyrone against that Vikings defense. No way. Gonzo, Etienne, Abuka, London. Honestly, I don't know how we start Abuka with any sort of confidence. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So I think Etienne and London are the answer. Jose Olave, Jose. I think Olave in full PPR is probably the answer. Playing the Jets defense, you know what I mean? Ali, do I like Bryce Young this week? Honestly, I hate Carolina Panthers at the best of times. I don't really care for their team. That being said, Tampa Bay's see, this is the thing with me and Bryce Young this week. Tampa Bay's defense has looked really dookie for the last little bit, and Kirk Cousins just went nuts on Tampa Bay's defense. But Tampa Bay as a team just got torn a strip off by their coach last week, and they quote unquote got the message. So like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not so easy as just like X's and O's and looking at the numbers and deciding who to play. For me, like I'm kind of expecting a real big bounce back game for the Tampa Bay defense. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I don't know, man. Do I like Bryce Young on the surface? Yeah. Digging a little bit deeper? No. And that's where I tend to get in my head, right? So Gonzo, Waller, Vidar, ECM, or DK. I would do Istami. Starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight for me, so yeah, I would do that. Is Wilson wide receiver one this week? Why not? Why? Because freaking Marvin Harrison's back? Come on, man. Don't be like that. Willie, Pittman, Godwin, or Judkins. I think Godwin's got the highest upside. I don't really know what to expect from Judkins. Everybody's expecting a huge game against Buffalo, where Henderson just tore it up last week. But I don't know. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and Cleveland's offense stinks, like at the best of times. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't know how excited I am about starting Judkins. That being said, I'm playing against Judkins, so I'm solely trying to put it out there. And like I'm playing against them, so like probably gonna get 55 points. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it this week, honestly. Skinny VB, thank you for the follow. Choose two, Wilson, Evans, Sutton. Honestly, I just go right there, Wilson and Evans. Adam, Theo Johnson, Tyler Warren. Damn. I might go Tyler Warren. I don't know how much of that Vikings defense I want to deal with. You know what I mean? Buffalo's fighting for the division. They're also somewhat fighting for the best record in the conference. You know what I mean? And Cleveland's offense, like Cleveland's just their offense is not very good at all. And like their defense is for real. Don't get me wrong. Like they're a really good defense, but their offense stinks. And like I fully expect their defense to shut down Shador Sanders. It's going to be cold again this weekend. I fully expect Josh Allen to still put up points. Yeah, so I don't I don't know, man. TJ Ladder Sutton. Honestly, between those two, I don't know how we start Lad with any sort of confidence. Maybe I start Lad over somebody else, but I think Sutton might be the answer because and I the reasoning I say that is because Jacksonville is the number one ranked defense against the run, but they're also number 20 against the pass. So I fully expect Bo Nix to have a good game, and then by default, Sutton would have a good game. Some would say I Bo leave, others would call me a Bo leaver. But that's pretty much my other receivers are JMO and Lamb. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. No, we don't sit JMO and Lamb. As much as CD Lamb, man. Where did you go? We need you. Yeah, I might play Sutton. Brett, Jefferson, Ladd, Michael Wilson, Diggs, pick two. So if you're honestly asking me, I'm going Jefferson, Michael Wilson because I don't sit Justin Jefferson for better or worse. Adam, thank you for the follow. Baker or Dak. Honestly, dude, I don't know how we start Dak with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? Against a very good LA defense. Baker's got his guys back. Yeah, I think that's the play this week. Belay, T or London. I think T's got the higher upside against Miami. I don't really know what to expect from London. I'm excited to start T Higgins. I fully expect a bounce back game from Joe Burrow. Upset of the week is the Giants against the Vikings. Damn. And I'm thinking completely opposite. Veto. That's why it's called an upset. Damn. Dude's taking a contrarian play. He's going against the grain, as they call it. Shit. That's huge. It could happen 100%. I could totally see it. It's in New York. It's going to be cold, right? Egbuka Dix. I already have May and Henderson. Sammy. So I wouldn't sit Diggs. Yeah, see, I wouldn't start Egbuka just because I have May and Henderson. I'm just saying, I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. I think they're the favorite too. But Some, I don't know how we play Egbuka with any sort of confidence. So I'm with you. I don't know how much I'd want three guys from the same team on my starting lineup, and I get that. I can't with any confidence tell you to sit Stephon Diggs for Emeka Egbuka at this point. Maybe like a month ago, hell yeah, all day, no problem, no question. Now in the semifinals of playoffs, when we need a win, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Egbuka started great, and he started great. And now it's Evans, Godwin, and Egbuka playing. And that's my point. And even when Evans was out, Egbuka started tailing off. So it's not like it just happened. You know what I mean? We kind of saw this for a few weeks in a row. And in the in the semifinals of playoffs, like I don't know. Like I was in the playoffs last week in the Thursday game. Buddy played Egbuka and sat Mike Evans, and it cost him. He ended up like his team duffed it anyways, but Evans ended up getting more points than Egbuka, and so Isaac, do I start Waller, Theo Fannin, or go add Jawan, Gadsden, or Strange? You know what? I might do Jawan playing the Jets. You have all three of those tight ends on your team? That's crazy. These nuts. Olave, Evans, Debo, McMillan, Waddle, pick two. I have the first three. Why do you have three tight ends, man? That's crazy. And yeah, honestly, I wouldn't like. I could get behind Waller playing Cincinnati, I guess, maybe, but yeah, I think Jawan against the Jets is probably the play. These nuts. Olave, Evans, Debo, McMillan, Waddle, pick two. Honestly, it's the first two for me. Olave and Evans. I don't know how we can go any other way. If London plays, I start Michael Wilson or Evans. What? Oh, so we're benching Michael Wilson or Evans to play London? I mean, I might consider Evans and Wilson over London in the first game back. That's just me. Controversial take. Caleb or Dak. Oh my God. Jesus. Weezus. 1K. Yeah, I don't know, man. If anybody wants to chime in, I don't know. I don't know how we start Dak with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? And so I might sit Dak this week. Sam, hell, Burrows or Love. Honestly, Love played well against Chicago last game, so I don't think that he's going to have a bad game. I just fully expect Joe Burrow to have a bounce back game on the road, like in Miami. If it was in Cincinnati, I'd probably I'd probably have him lower. But I fully expect a bounce back game in Miami. It's hot. He's got T Higgins back. This guy that had Puka also has Jamar Chase, so I can only imagine Jamar Chase is going to have 975 yards and 12 touchdowns. Fucking asshole. Um, but yeah, Vito, thank you, my man. I appreciate you. Mayor Baker. Yeah, I think I might go May. Something about the Sunday night game. You know what I mean? Like the Sunday night game, it just I like it holds a little bit of weight for me. You know what I mean? Just something to watch later on. And it's not like I don't think Baker's gonna have like this huge game, like a Stafford game, for example, to make you totally regret your decision. And I expect that game to be a little bit high scoring. In I'm pretty sure it's in Baltimore. Yeah, it's in Baltimore. So if y'all have questions on your lineup with Ravens players, put them in. Other team is bench. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan too, so I'm probably going to pick the Ravens more than anything. Minnesota Bengals defense, R was. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know that the Bengals. I don't know that we want to trust the Bengals defense in the semifinals of the fantasy playoffs. I just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. Yeah, I always win and lose with my team too, man. It's just yeah, it's how it is with me. Um, yeah, so I would go I would go Minnesota's defense just as peace of mind, right? But I don't I can get behind the Bengals defense against a rookie quarterback. Damn. Yeah, I just don't know if I would want to start them. Bengals or Falcons? I'd probably go Bengals over Falcons. I fully expect Brissett to put up points. Marv is healthy. Wiggins or T. Higgins? Rylan, is that T. Higgins or is that Jalen Higgins? Because I'd probably play. You can't play both of them, Michael Wilson and T. Higgins. You got to bench one of them. That's crazy. Greylock's got a 6-man parlay hitting 25K tonight. Hell yeah, everybody, let's win 25K. Inbox you. Why? Just send us the plays. Let us all win 25K, man. Be Santa Claus. Help us out. If anybody else wants 25K, hit that like button. Say me or something. Let's get 25K. Be Santa Claus, man. Rude. Wilson with MHJ back. Yeah, I don't see why not. Say Stevens a good start this week. I dropped Browns for them. Yeah, I like the Saints against the Jets. Very good. Especially with the Browns. Like I wouldn't play the Browns over the Saints against Buffalo. Not a chance. Christian Bowers or Waller? Honestly, if I was to tell you back in August that we are going to legit consider benching Brock Bowers in the semifinal of our playoffs for a guy that's not even in the league right now, you would have laughed at me. You would have definitely laughed at me. There's no way. That being said, I don't know how we start him with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? I know Waller's got a rookie quarterback. I just don't know. Ah, I don't know how we can start Bowers. I mean, Geno Smith's back. I guess. I think that's good. Maybe. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know how we start him with any sort of confidence, especially against Houston's defense, right? Like that Houston defense is for real. I mean, I know that Trey McBride just got 35 points, and if you honestly believe that Geno Smith is going to get Brock Bowers 35 points, then then I'm all on board with starting him 100%. I'm just looking. No, and I'm with you, man. 100%, Christian. I get it, man. I trust me, dude. I have Brock in my one league, and I'm no longer in the playoffs of that league. So that's me. Like I tend to lean with the guys that got me there, and Brock wasn't one of the guys that got me there. You know what I mean? So trust me when I say, like, I'm not saying this to try to mess you over. I'm not trying to say this, to have you, like, at the end of the day, it's your team. You know what I mean? You have to be happy with it. Win or lose, you have to be the one that's happy with it. You can't just play somebody that I tell you to play and then be like, this fucking guy told me to play this guy, and then it was stupid, and like, because I don't know, right? And it's not also not like that's what I mean. At the end of the day, I don't know. Like nobody knows. You know what I mean? Matt Stafford threw for 450 yards last night. One guy got 46 points. One guy got 4. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just tend to lean to what the common sense side, and the common sense to me tells me to bench Brock Bowers this week in favor of Darren Waller and hope for a touchdown or two. Now that being said, we all know that Brock Bowers could at any point go off for you know 37 points, 45 points, and he could make us all look stupid. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, man. Vito, my man, just helping out. Jonah starting Aaron Jones. Like it. I love it. Starting Aaron Jones against this guy's. I'm going with Bowers over Waller. I couldn't. No, and I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100% on that one. There's no way that I could live with myself. I would. I just. And I'm just feeding you the facts, man. I'm just doing what I can with the information provided. And the information I have leads me to believe I don't know how we can start Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence in the semifinals of playoffs. That being said, I'm not telling you to bench him. I'm with you too. I couldn't either. And also that's why I'm not in the playoffs anymore, because I couldn't. I just I had to play him. Chop Singo. I don't believe in Hall the rest of the year. No, I'm with you, man. The Jets kind of stink. I'm with you on that take. I don't believe in any of the Jets really anymore. And I'm fully excited to play the defenses against them. Jason, Henry, or Judkins. Wait, as in Derrick Henry? Damn. My man. You're going to sit my man? Baltimore Ravens fan here. That one hurts. Like I feel that right here. You're going to make me shed a tear. You're going to ask me, a Baltimore Ravens fan. Okay, I know you don't know this, but now you do. So now you're asking a Baltimore Ravens fan if he should bench a Baltimore Ravens fan for a Cleveland Brown? Come on, man. R Wars, Reed or Addison is a good one. Yeah, you're not wrong. Honestly, I would play Addison over Reed. That Giants defense is just dookie. You know what I mean? And JJ McCarthy's looked really good the last little bit. Jonah, Egbuka, or Jettas. We don't do benching Jettas. Definitely tap the screen as hard as you can, as fast as you can, as much as you can. We don't bench Justin Jefferson on this stream, for better or worse. That being said, like I just don't know how you sit or you start Egbuka. I mean, all of this can be said about Justin Jefferson, but I don't know how you start Egbuka with any sort of confidence in the semifinals, right? At the very least, Jettas is playing the Giants defense, who stinks, right? So Marv or Reed, I'd go Marv. You know what I mean? Playing against Puka and K9. Oh, at least I only got to go against Puka. So was gonna bench Jettas this week. Adam went out, and he was right back in. There you go. Bada boom, bada bing. Ryan down 34. Do I start Shaw or Brissett? I have Olave. I think Shaw the move. Let me know. I'm with you in the sense that I do think maybe the Shaw Olave combo could be a good combo to have. I don't think that Jets defense is very good. I don't, however, think that we can expect a 54-point game from Tyler Shaw against the Jets. It is still the New Orleans offense, and I don't think that they're going to do that. And then that being said, I fully expect Brissett to get 25, 30 points. I mean, I know that his worst game on my team, I picked him up a little bit later in the year, but the worst game on my team was 320 yards with no touchdowns. And so if he adds, 2, 3 touchdowns like he has been, that's upwards of 35, almost 40 points. And with Marvin Harrison back, with Michael Wilson playing really well, and with Trey McBride playing really well, I think Brissett is really good, is really going to be good this week. That being said, I do love the Tyler Shaw Olave combo, especially against the Jets. So that's my thoughts. I hope that helps. Hurts season. My lineup is Dak, Warren, Buggy, AJ, McLaurin, Ferguson, JMO, and Aubrey. Thoughts? I mean, I don't mind it, not at all. Yeah, it is so tough, man. Trust me, dude. I'm with you, man. 100%. I'm with you, man. I'm down 40, man. I get it. Trust me, man. Hurts. I don't love Dak this weekend. I don't love Dallas in general. I think that they last week against Minnesota, they looked really dookie, and this week against a very good Los Angeles defense, I don't expect them to do very much again. Um, Another one is Jalen Warren. I'm assuming you're talking about Jalen Warren playing Detroit. Detroit is actually really good against. Yeah, I think I got to go with the stack. You know what? You're losing hella. You get the stack. We seen how good the Puka Stafford stack was last night. So I think I'm with you. Um, so sorry to go back to Hurts. Yeah, with Jalen Warren playing the Detroit defense, they're actually really good in terms of shutting down the running game, but also in terms of limiting passes to Caleb over Tack. Yeah. You know what? Caleb didn't actually do bad the last time they played Green Bay, and like they both need a win. So I might consider it's Caleb you're talking about, right? I might consider Caleb over Dak. I don't know, man. Like Dak just hasn't looked good the last little bit, and like I don't know if they're checked out. I don't know, but like that Chargers defense is for real, for real. And Caleb didn't actually look too bad last time out against Green Bay. So yeah, I could get behind it. Johnny V, are we talking Michael Carter starting running back from Arizona over A Mitchell? Because I starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight for me, so I would go Carter over Mitchell. Q, I would go Aaron Jones at the flex, playing the Giants defense. Hey, JCM hasn't done nothing all year, but against the Giants, he all of a sudden goes in. Yeah, all of a sudden goes nuts, right? So I like that matchup. Then Warren over Ferguson for TDN. I'm stuck on that. You know what? And I'm with you 100%. I honestly don't know. Vikings D against the Giants. Yeah, I would. Nick, I would go Love over Baker. He did well against Chicago last time. I fully expect him to do well again this time. They both need a win. So Hurts, I don't know what to do, what to make of that. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out. I don't know what to make of that Indianapolis offense. Like they've got Phillip Rivers right now. Dan, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate you. We go live every day, so if you guys got questions, come back tomorrow. I'll be here. We'll definitely rock it out before the games. Hell yeah. Hit that follow button so you know when I'm live. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that Indianapolis offense, my man. Like they've got Phillip Rivers as their quarterback right now. I seen Anthony Richardson was coming back. There's talk about that Riley Leonard might play. So that being said, the tight end position is the closest to the quarterback. So if there is a position that could do well with an uncertain quarterback, it's the tight end position. And so I might consider Warren over Ferguson just because that's like I said, the Dallas defense, they haven't struck me with any sort of confidence lately. You know what I mean? And so JT should be fine. You're not wrong. And if there's one guy that can overcome a shitty quarterback situation, it's JT. We've seen it most of his career. And so took a big hit with Rice out. Trust me, dude. I have Rice is out in this league playing Puka. I know exactly what you're talking about, especially against the Niners defense that has a lot of injuries. So yeah, I know I'm with you. James started Parkinson times two. I get it. All good. Imagine if I had told you before the game though that Matt Stafford was going to throw for 450 yards. You would have started Parkinson all day, every day. One shot, 2 kills. Damn, this guy shoots to kill. Love or Purdy. So I don't know about that one, man. Love played really well against Chicago last time out, and I think that Purdy like I tend to lean towards the Monday night games just to give me something to watch. You can tell me if you want. I'll go through it. Why not? Yeah, just to give me something to watch on Monday, and plus, no DeVoris Buckner is going to hurt. No Sauce Gardner. I heard Chardarius Ward might be out too, so I think Purdy might be in like a half decent position to do well this week. So I might choose him. Cho Meeks, Brock Bowers, or Tyler Warren. Imagine if I told you at the beginning of the season or hey, no problem at all, man. I hope it works out. Imagine if I told you in August that we were gonna seriously consider benching Brock Bowers in the semifinals of your playoffs. Fuck, you would have laughed at me. Probably would have stopped listening right there. That being said, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how we play Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence against that Houston defense. I mean, I guess Geno Smith is back. I guess that's good, right? I think I might just lean towards Tyler Warren on Monday. San Francisco's defense is kind of beat up, right? So Hurts, Marks, Henderson, DK, Jetta, Kittle, Swift, Fairbairn. Hey, I like that team. That's a good team. Hell yeah. Coker, Golden, Mr. D. I think Coker might be the answer. Playing against a not so good Tampa Bay defense. There's a lot of mouths to feed in Green Bay. Not so many in Carolina. Johnny, we already said Carter. Jules, Herbert or Purdy. High level gifter. Damn, I like it. I might lean towards Herbert on Monday night. That's what I was just saying. No DeForest Buckner on the Indianapolis defense. No Sauce Gardner. Chardarius Ward, I think they said is going to be out too. So I might lean towards Purdy on that one. New skill, Brissett or Burrow. I think Burrow has the higher upside. I fully expect him to go nuts. And this guy's got Puka. He's also got Jamar Chase. So fully expect him to go nuts this week. Alex, thank you for the follow. Damn, dude, I just hope Marks plays. Scaring me. Same as Swift, but at least I have Menengai. Ayo, there you go. That's cool. Pick up Nick Chubb if you can. Like right now. Like, leave this. Go pick him up right now if you can. Juwan or Schultz, new skill. I might play Juwan. I think he might have the higher upside. Twan, Burrow over Prescott. I don't know how we can start Dak Prescott with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? Alex, AJ Brown, DK Wilson or Evans start two. Damn. Honestly, I think it might just be the first two. I think AJ Brown and DK are probably your best bet. Shit, we're benching Michael Wilson. Oh my god. And Evans. Dude, your wide receiver room is stacked. Why didn't you pick up a couple running backs? Good Lord. Come on, man. Do I trust Myers against Denver, or should I go Schultz and Dowdle? So I would not bench Jacoby Myers for Dowdle. I would consider Schultz over Strange. I mean, Jacoby Myers has earned must-start territory to me. I think so. And I think Myers is going to do well because BTJ is back. I think he's going to live on Certain Island, and I think Myers is actually going to do really well. So I think so. Nick, starting running backs hold a little bit more weight to me, so I would go Swift over McLaurin. Whoa, something just blew around out there. Mr. D, Brissett, or Stroud. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong either way. Last week, Jalen Hurts got me 30 points against the Las Vegas defense. So I think that's what you can expect from Stroud, somewhere around the 20, 25, 30 points. Herb, Swift, or Brees Hall. I would go Swift. I don't know about Brees Hall and the Jets offense going forward. No, thank you. Jared, DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore has the higher upside. No Romo Dunze, no Luther Burden. So I would go DJ Moore. Also, like Egbuka, how do we start him with any sort of confidence? Really appreciate it. Seriously need some adjustments or I was cooked. Hey, no problem at all, man. I hope it works out. I really do. Trust me. I'm in a tough position too. So I'm only trying to do stuff. If I'm being honest, trying to do stuff that helps me. And if it helps us in like by default, I'm all for it, man. I try to start it. Drizzy, I did start Park. Yep. We went down. Rice is out. I'm screwed. Damn. Rice is out for me too. And I was playing Puka. Andy's got Jamar Chase. Mason or Gibbs. Wait, no, you're not. JD, Mr. D, no, you're not going to sit Jameer Gibbs for a backup running back. No, you're not. Not a chance. Drizzy started Park over Bowers. Yeah, no, but hey, how could you not? For real, for real, for real. Like, what has Bowers done for you the last little bit to make you consider starting him? You know what I mean? So, no, I'm with you, man. 100% I would have made that move. And also, what if I told you before the game that Matt Stafford was going to throw for 450 yards? You would have started friggin' Parkinson all day. All day. So, Bacon, I love it. Bacon Bandito, love it. Benjamin, thank you for the roses. You're awesome. I love you. I think Aaron Jones against the Giants has higher upside. JSN got 23, nothing crazy. I have Hurts and Swift on Saturday, so that's good. Booyah. Ayo, I got Hurts too. Let's do it. DJ Moore or Sutton. I think DJ Moore has the higher upside. Jay Reed. Yeah, no Odunze, no Luther Burden. I think DJ Moore's got the higher upside. Mason or Marks. Marks might not play. So there you go. Do I start Goddard or Pitts? I probably would start Goddard. I think he's doing well the last little bit. You think of Michael Wilson, Estime. Oh, Michael Carter, Estime, or Wilson if Jacobs doesn't play. Oh, that Wilson. Honestly, I'd probably just lean toward Estime anyways. Yeah, the Jets defense stinks, right? And he's a starting running back without much competition, right? So I might do that. Dog, Warren or Waddle? Honestly, neither. JS, neither, right? Warren's going to struggle against Detroit, and Waddle has a rookie quarterback, which may or may not be good, I guess. But I don't know. Saints don't run too much in general. And you know what? Honestly, their quarterback runs a lot too. And so I would do Aaron Jones over both of those guys for sure. Miguel, I think I would do Swift over Warren. McGee, Rice is out, but CD, Gainwell, my flex. Also have Puka, Josh Allen, Bowers, Cook. It sounds like you're all right. Gainwell might have a tough time against the Detroit defense. Packers low key run hella might be a good play. You know what? It's gonna be really cold in Chicago, so it might actually be a decent play. You're not wrong. Drizzy, thank you for the question. Thank you for the comments. Appreciate you. Nick, Genty versus Swift. I don't know if I want to do Genty against the Houston defense. Yeah, I might go Swift. JS, thank you for the follow. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out. Mr. D, I would do Mason over Tracy. I don't know if I want to do that Minnesota defense. I had JSN and Puka last night. Nice. Benjamin, thank you for the follow. Troy Franklin, booty. Holy fuck. Honestly, I might just go Troy Franklin. I think that he might have the highest upside. I don't even know what any of those other guys are for real. Dak or Lamar, biased Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm choosing Lamar all day. Also, like, how do we start Dak with any sort of confidence? You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on that. D-Rock, Kelsey. Hey, Mr. D, I appreciate you, man. I really do. Have a good day. I hope it helps. I hope it works out. I really do. D-Rock, Kelsey, or Loveland. I think Loveland's in a pretty good position to produce. No Rome Odunze, no Luther Burden, but I'm starting Travis Kelsey. Tennessee's defense is dookie. I mean, we just watched Shador Sanders put up 364 yards against Tennessee's defense, right? So I think Gardner Minshew is at least in position to do something around there. I don't think he's a bad quarterback, and I think Kelsey's going to be a direct beneficiary of that. So I'm excited for that. Genty might get more targets if the run's not there. You know what? You're not wrong. And last time I seen Genty not have any rushing yards, he still got like 12, 13 points because he got what, 7, 8 catches? So in PPR, I could definitely get behind him, 100%. Phillip Rivers, underrated start. Yeah, I mean, if you want to start Phillip Rivers in the semifinals of your championship, of your fantasy playoffs, that's on you. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to suggest that. No way. But it could be an underrated start. You're not wrong. San Fran's defense is kind of dookie. Michael, Evans, or Olave, Sutton, or Judkins in the flex. I think Olave has kind of earned it, especially in PPR. Mikey, send me a follow. I go live every day. Come on tomorrow, and we'll rock out your lineup questions. I definitely will. You can also send me a DM for sure. Have JMO, Wilson, Evans, in London. Which two would you start? Yeah, I might just start the top two, JMO and Michael Wilson. JMO's kind of been good. Motherfucking Colby Parkinson just ended my season. Yeah, I know. It might have ended mine too. Hit you up because the questions for tomorrow's game, excellent, and I'll be on early too. I'll be on sometime around like 1 o'clock, and we'll get it rocked out before the game because the first game's at 5, right? So yeah, definitely, dude. Parkinson against Puka. Trust me, I hear you. Alrighty, guys, I got to get out of here. Can I just ask Goddard or Terry or Wandale start two? Honestly, I would do Goddard and Terry. I don't know if I want Wandale against that Minnesota defense. You know what I mean? Just quickly. I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Cheaply, Drake London, Nico, Jamar Wilson. What 3 should I play? What? Jamar Chase? You know what? Honestly, I would just do the last 3. Nico, Jamar, and Michael Wilson would be the 3 that I would go with. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out for you guys. I really do. I would start ETN over Mike Evans. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Good luck in your matchups. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys, and I look very forward to seeing you again. Jalen Coker over BTJ. I think BTJ is going to live on Certain Island. Danny, thank you for the question. Jackson, Pickens, and Puka? Fuck off. That sucks, man. At least I only had to go against Puka. I mean, I say at least, but clearly it could be worse. Cheaply, send me a follow. Come on tomorrow. We'll rock it out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you.